Who's going to win? Holm or Cyborg? I'm sorry, but Cyborg, innit? She used to pick on that one.
Who wins, Cyborg or Holloway? I don't know if Cyborg's fighting Holloway. I think he meant Holly. I think Holly's going to win that fight.
Who do I have? Holly versus Cyborg. Holly's actually a teammate of mine and a very close friend, and so it might be a biased answer, but I believe wholeheartedly 100% that Holly will win the 145-pound championship belt and be the new champ. So I'm excited for that fight. I hope I can make it out to Vegas to watch her fight.
Cyborg or Holly? Ooh. Everybody seems to be thinking Holly's style is gonna beat Cyborg just because of like the way the striking styles match up. But I think Cyborg has a ground advantage, which might become interesting depending on how that plays out. So I don't know, man. It's an interesting fight. It's really intriguing. I want to see how it plays out. It's probably going to honestly impact a lot of game plans going into the future. A lot of how the scope of MMA is played. It's going to affect a lot of stuff. Like, people are going to look at it, take notes depending on how the winner wins, what they use to game plan. It's going to be interesting.
I'll be in Vegas. Of course, you know, Cris Cyborg's fighting. Make sure you buy it on pay-per-view. UFC, I think it's 217. Holly Holm versus Cris Cyborg. We've been in training camp now for, God, she's been going for like 12 weeks. Got to give it to the woman. She's a hard worker. And she get her hand raised in victory. Holly Holmes is a tough woman, but we're going to see how tough she truly is. She's fighting the baddest woman on the planet, Cris Cyborg. So hope you guys check that out on December 30th, live on pay-per-view.
That Holly Holm is going to beat Cyborg.
Ooh.
Yeah, I said it. I said it.
How, though?
What?
How?
Don't get into particulars, Dean Thomas. But she will beat her, and she will be the new champion.
You know, Holly's looking really good for this fight. I've known Holly for a really long time, and she is, you know, as focused and as motivated as I've ever seen her. And I think she's going to bring the belt back to Albuquerque.
It's fair to say that she has a wrestling advantage over Holly Holm. That's a fact. On the floor, she has a jiu-jitsu advantage, okay? In the power department, she has a power advantage. Certainly in the striking arsenal, she's just as athletic. She's just as well-conditioned, if not more conditioned. Cyborg is one of the most dedicated athletes you could ever imagine. She is a workaholic, so she's going to be in better condition, or the conditioning will be a par. I guess the only advantage you could give Holly Holm is that she will have a possible, and then this is only a possible footwork advantage. Well, I'm sorry, that doesn't win you a fight. Now, she could dance around and keep on the end of a jab, which will be frustrating for Cyborg, but eventually, at some point throughout 25 minutes, she'll close the distance and get her hands on her. So for those reasons, I'm leaning towards Cyborg.
I think Holly Holm gonna knock her out. This is my opinion, but Cyborg is very tough, you know, like she's like so tough, you know. She's best female fighter in the world right now.
More technical fighter obviously is Holly, but I just think that Cyborg just a physical specimen in that weight class and just has a lot to handle.
Honestly, of anybody that I can think to fight Cyborg right now that has the best chance, I honestly truly believe that it's Holly. The reason I say that is if Cyborg cannot get a hold of Holly, if she recklessly chases her down, similar to how Ronda did, you know, not using the correct angles, if she follows her like a missile, which she does in every fight I've ever seen before. That's how she hunts girls down, because she can. But with Holly, it's not a good idea. She can cut through those angles. She's an amazing counter striker. And if she lands that head kick, I think she can put anybody away. So stylistically, this makes for a really, really interesting fight. If Cyborg gets a hold of her and throws her down to the ground, obviously Holly's in trouble. She's in big trouble.